I always recommend that clients develop a regular grounding and shielding practice to assist with their spiritual growth and also working toward expanding their intuitive gifts. So you really have to make sure that your vessel is in alignment, and grounding is a really great way to, help yourself whenever you're feeling dysregulated or stressed or just not like yourself. I would definitely recommend working on some grounding. And I also recommend that people do a regular shielding practice. So I always tell people it's kind of like brushing your teeth. It's ideal if you could do it twice a day, in the morning and before you go to bed. If that doesn't work for you, sort of pick one of the two. But I really recommend small, consistent efforts. So if you can try to do your shielding practice at least once a day, I definitely see that really helps people to stay on track. Regular meditation practice, kind of the same thing with that. Tuning in with yourself and shutting out all the distractions can really be helpful. Crystal work is another thing that you might like to do. So there are lots of different crystals that can help to expand your intuitive gifts and really open your third eye space and just help you to tap in, with yourself. And they're also great for your healing work, which, usually goes in tandem with developing the gifts. I also really like a journaling practice, and there's sort of a step in between journaling and channeling that I really recommend for people, and that's called automatic writing. So, journaling, you're just sort of writing down your thoughts, your thoughts, your feelings. It's just an inward practice. Automatic writing is opening up your crown chakra and receiving a transmission, some sort of message or communication from the other side, and you're just sort of writing stream of consciousness, whatever it is that you're seeing or hearing or experiencing. And then that is a great stepping stone toward channeling and being able to, easily communicate with your spirit guides, your passed on loved ones, your higher self, that sort of thing. So I also highly recommend that you pay attention to the spiritual signs that you're receiving from the other side. So finding a way to keep track of when they show you different birds or different signs or symbols, like a butterfly or an umbrella or really any just kind of item that's showing up over and over again. Just keeping track of when you're seeing it, what's going on in your life when you're receiving this message and what it might mean. And that way you can sort of have a backlog of signs to go back and revisit when you're trying to tap in with your intuitive connection.